The Vegas Golden Knights take game one over the Colorado Avalanche. And we got game one coming up of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Montreal Canadians and the Carolina Hurricanes. Pearlo and JD are in the house. Let's do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to another special episode of Rico and Pearlo's House of Hymes Exotic Pick Frolic. I am your host, Exotic Wagers. Exciting game one. Vegas takes it. Colorado almost comes back and makes it a tie game there in the third period. But Vegas takes it 4-2. And how did your guys' night go this evening?
Not great. Not great. I mean, I had McKinnon for 5. That didn't come through. Ended up, we were going back and forth. I had McKinnon for two shots in the first. Didn't come through. Went back, broke even on it in the second. I did have Howden for a goal. But I had McKinnon for a goal and a third period goal. Just kind of split a unit there. No, it wasn't. And then, we were talking before we got on air. We did the parlay with Art for 10 plus saves and McKinnon for 2 plus shots in the third period. And we're all sitting here dumbfounded trying to figure out how a shot that hits the goalie right in the chest doesn't count for a shot on goal. So that killed, that would have cashed the parlay. But regardless of cash the parlay or not, the fact that that's not a shot on goal, I don't know what we're doing here.
Yep, I would totally agree. Hit him square in the chest.
It goes back to I've had coaches tell me that they have gone in and had screaming matches with the NHL stats people on site, saying you are killing my goalie save percentage with the way you're counting shots.
Yep, I would agree. How you doing, Pearlo?
Well, yeah, just frustration of that. Like I said, if anybody had Burns over shots, they'd lose their freaking minds. Maybe it was a 1.5. I don't know what the price was, but he had 4 for sure. I thought about it too. I'm glad I didn't take it, or I would be far more upset right now. But I took Hart over saves. I took him for 11.5 in the third and lost it on the hook because of what JD just said. So that was fun. Pushed on the over, had Kadri over shots. So I don't know. It's pretty kind of back and forth. I'm red though because I also took that parlay with you with Colorado money line, Carolina money line. So red on the game.
Wait a minute, Perlo. You had how many saves for
11.5.
He got it.
No, there was 2 goals. There was 2 goals in the third period.
One was an empty net.
Oh.
Perlo, you got it. He had 12 saves.
Didn't
Colorado? One was an empty net.
You're right. I'm sorry. 12 shots. No. He faced, you're right. I'm sorry. He faced 12.
Oh, the empty net. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. Am I wrong here?
Was there 2 empty nets?
Shots and Colorado scored 2 goals.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So that's the hook.
Oh, you had 10.5.
They dropped it down to 12.
He had 11.5.
Oh, you had 11.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was going to blow over that, but Colorado just looked kind of disheveled today for sure.
I thought that I don't know. Well, I think that the loss of Makar was significant in the way that they, you've got a guy that brings the puck up ice. He's the catalyst, and they didn't have their catalyst.
Yeah, that's certainly part of it. That's for sure. Yeah.
And even
Vegas
like
played well too. You got to give him credit.
Oh no,
it
they
was,
did.
yeah, it was weird. Like the first 2 minutes, 2 3 minutes, Colorado looked great. Then they
Looked
went on a
great.
slump, and like 7 8 minutes, 10 minutes went by, and it was all Vegas. All the time was spent in the
Yeah.
defensive zone for Colorado, and yeah, it was a game of waves for sure. But yeah, I mean, Colorado had a great third period generated, or at least they were pushing. So it's a given there.
Bad first goal. You can't Wedgwood can't give up a goal between the legs.
No, like and it was weird because I've never played hockey before, so I don't know, and I've never played a goalie before either. But you would think that naturally, when you drop down, you would close your legs at the same time. You wouldn't drop your legs and then close the curtains because when they showed the replay, he dropped down and then he slid closed. And it
Yeah.
was so like when he dropped, if he would immediately drop down with his legs closed, it would have blocked it because it was down before the puck got through. It was just when he was closing the doors, the puck just came sliding right through. So,
Yeah. It's a bad goal for him.
yeah,
That's a bad goal. Yeah.
yeah, I agree. You know who
All right.
did have a good day? Swag. Another 1-0 day again. He had
Oh
Atlanta
wow.
first five on the run line, half a run,
That's
and
right.
cashed another one.
21,
So
3-1 now.
Sweet.
He's
yeah,
doing really
or
well.
it's
Actually, you know what?
no, it's
That pushed the
18 3
screen
and
on the
1.
Winnable. 18-3-1. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he was
18
17 3
3
and
and
1.
1. Sorry. So, yeah,
So
that's
good
right.
job, Swag.
18
I
3 and 1.
cashed. I tailed that bit.
And that pushed the screen on the Winnable then because he would have pushed the screen. It's coming through again.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can.
Yeah. March into Montreal,
Mm-hmm.
Carolina.
Yep. Let me. I have. I think I have. Let's see. Yeah, I had made this little sheet. I don't know how small it is on the screen for you guys, but maybe I can see if I can make it bigger. I really guess we really don't need that logo there on the end. We probably don't need either logo, to be honest. We can't cover you guys up. Let's see. Hold on just a second. I'll get it fixed. I got tricks.
Okay, I look better that way.
There we go. Bring it down. We don't need to see the other thing. But yeah, so game one tomorrow, Thursday, May 21st, we got the Montreal Canadiens on the road taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Give me a second and I'll get the current odds for the matchup. I can also get you guys the current odds on the series, but I'm pretty sure it's not playable for Carolina. But you got Montreal plus 172, Carolina minus 197. The over under is set at a flat 6. Um, yeah, I
Series
mean,
odds. By
go
the way,
ahead.
series odds. Carolina minus 275. Montreal plus 220.
Yeah. As far as the series goes, I'm thinking 4-2 Carolina. That's kind of my thought process. I think there could be a chance it goes 5. There could be a chance it goes 7, but I'd rather just settle on 6. I think a 4-2. I think Montreal has the game to at least squeeze 2 out. I think Dovish has been playing very good. But we'll see early. I'm not betting nothing in the series, but if you were asking me to bet, I'd probably take the series over 5.5 and Carolina to win. Something like that. If you want to, make a parlay. Um, and it's interesting to see how that first line comes alive at some point. Um, it's been all lower scoring lines for the most part. I think at some point they're going to activate, and it's just going to be more offense for the team. And Dobish has played every game. Montreal's played almost twice as many games as Carolina has, with I think What was that? 14 games in the first
14, yeah,
series and
14-8.
14 to
14-8.
8. So, and that's where we start talking about, the conversation's going to be the rest and the rust. And, you know, h- I don't know how often they were practicing. You can never emulate real playoff, you know, games or hockey games. But how do you guys see this one from the series side?
Pearlo, go ahead. Start us off.
Um, I was just looking again. What was the series like? I think the sweep was only like plus 500 or something like that. Uh, I didn't like the prices of this of the series bets, but um, as far as the rest versus rust, maybe the first period. Carolina is just uh, in. If it was other teams, I may look more towards that. But I think this Carolina team's too well prepared. They've shown on rest that they may struggle a little bit in the first period, but they have a way of getting their energy up with high shot volume and just hitting like they did against Ottawa the first period there. I think that's what you're going to see here. If there was ever a over first period, this might be the one for this series. I'm not sure I'm going to be playing too many overs, but uh, I'm going to stick with my plan of taking Montreal team total under every game this series, though. Although less on this one. I did already play that, and I'm going to take Dobish over saves. Uh, 28 and a half, I think that's fine, especially if Carolina's feeling a little funky about their passes and stuff, they just shoot more. They'll just shoot from everywhere more. And that's what I love about them. That I like teams like Buffalo and that should be watching their tape, because if the passes aren't working, start shooting, get moving, try to shoot so you can get possession, try to place your shots in a place where you know that it's going to go in the corner and anticipate. And that's what they're going to do against Montreal here. How well is that going to work with the quote, quote, rust? I think overall it'll work out all right. I think they'll still end up winning this game. Montreal also, it's 2 7 game series. We saw what happened after the last against Tampa Bay when they had to go to Buffalo. They've had 2 days off. And I mean, I think they're going to give her in the first, but I think their legs start to fall, or you might see something similar again, like you did in that Buffalo series here. So I think Carolina will win this game. It's just a question of how much you want to go with that. And also, Carolina tends to fall back on if they're a little out of sorts, they have a tendency not to hit corners and stuff like that, and they have a tendency to fall back more on their defensive posture. So I'm not really sure that. I think over in the first period, maybe bet the under full game.
Okay, JD.
Well, my friend, so you're not buying into the trend since 2000 where teams coming off a game 7 victory
No,
facing a team that was swept or that just swept an opponent is 7-1
no,
in a series. Okay.
no.
I
I like trends. I don't mind trends, but I take them with context.
there's
It is a
okay, well that's pretty good
interesting
context.
stat.
I think it's pretty
Yeah.
good. So I played both teams in 6 and both teams in 7. Um, and if it's Carolina, I'll come away with like about a half 3/4 unit profit. Um, I played both Slavkovsky at 25-1 and Stankoven to lead in shots, and I played Svechnikov at 10-1 to lead in goals. Played Caulfield to lead the series in points at 8-1, and Stankoven at 22-1 for most points. I thought that was just great value. I also played Suzuki to lead the series in goals at 12-1, and Lane Hudson for 2 goals at 7-1. Just strictly based on the number. Um, you know, I'm I'm wondering, like, is this bust out time finally for Svech and Aho, who've torched the Canadians in their career? I don't know how I want to approach game 1. I do like the Dobish saves Perla that you threw out, but I'm really not sure. I don't know. Uh, I don't know what I'm going to do for just game one plays right now, other than Dobish.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Then that's really I got Dobish over 28, 28, 28 and a half at minus 120.
Yeah,
And I'm playing Carolina and Stankoven 2+ shots at minus 113. So those are the only two plays I got in right now. I'm definitely interested to see how the first period goes. I think also this first game, I feel like if any team has, I mean, if Montreal has any chance, this first game is probably their best chance, just coming off of, recent play and then falling back to what JD said about the stats of teams coming off of a 7-game series versus, and Carolina's been almost off almost 2 weeks, a week and
yeah,
a half,
12 days.
something like
By the
that.
way, that's not a game one stat. That's a playoff. That's a series stat.
Right.
Just to
Okay.
clarify.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, and that's the only thing that I could see. But I just think, kind of going back to what Perlo said, I think that rust shakes off after the first period, and once they get their feet wet, so to say, they will take over. Because I mean, to be honest, like Montreal in in the last series, if Carolina gets out to an early lead, they're a team that doesn't give up a lead early. Like Montreal had a lot of those games where they came back or Buffalo came back on them. And I think Carolina is just a different team. And if they get out to a lead, I don't see Montreal making that unless, they get penalties involved. And I know Carolina's penalty kill is, great, but if Montreal's
Yeah, I don't
PK
care
or
about the
penalties,
Flyers. I mean,
yeah.
uh, by the way, just I went through the numbers. Carolina was short, had was short 40 times um, through the first two rounds. I mean, the Canadians obviously two more played way more games. They were short 54. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that Montreal, like if they go up 2-0 in a game and Carolina ties them, I think they're screwed. Like they can't get into that type of game like they did against Buffalo in Game 7. I don't think they are. That's going to be one where they can afford to blow leads. So I would agree with you. But yeah, I'm trending. I don't know. I I don't think I'm doing really much tomorrow. I really need to see. I just don't know what to expect from Carolina and or Montreal against Carolina. I mean, the Montreal Canadiens, swept Carolina in the regular season. Uh, I don't think it necessarily means a whole hill of beans now that we're in the playoffs. So I'm just not really comfortable with a lot.
Yeah, I think
I made,
maybe
I
both
made a
teams to
mistake.
score first period. You think I think Montreal's got their best chance at scoring in the first period. I don't know what those
Yeah,
odds are. I won't be playing that, but I mean, so looking at these stats that I had pulled up, you got Montreal's 8-6 in the playoffs. Their leading goal scorer is Alex Newhook. He's got 7 goals, 2 assists, 9 points total. Their leading assist player is Lane Hudson. He's
yeah.
got 2 goals, 12 assists, 14 points. And then those two players there are just second and come in line because I was trying to do first line goals, first line or second line assists, line points. But and then you got Dobish. He's 8-6 through the first 2 rounds. He's at a 2.52 goals allowed and a 910 save percentage. In Carolina, they're undefeated in the playoffs. They are 8-0. Stankoven leads the team with 7 goals, 1 assist, and 8 total points. And that's funny that the top three point producers or at least leaders are all on the same line. You got Hall
Yeah.
with 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points, and then you got Jackson Blake with 4 goals, 7 assists, and 11 points. So,
Well, I
and then
mentioned it last night.
go ahead.
That trio's got 14 of their 24 playoff goals.
That's great.
Uh,
That's amazing. And then you look over at Frederick Anderson's numbers. He's 8-0. He's got a 1.12 goals allowed and a 905 save percentage. I know that's kind of due to the two teams that they played there in the first 2 rounds. But at some point you think he's gonna let up or at least have a bad game, I would assume. hopefully it's in this round and it's not in the Stanley Cup if they make it that far. So, Montreal is definitely going to give them a run for their money, though, I think.
Yeah. So Caulfield, Suzuki, and Slavkovsky combined for 8 goals and 15 points in the 3 games against Carolina, if that means anything.
Yeah.
Caulfield had 3 goals, Suzuki had 3, and Slavkovsky had 2. I mean, they beat Carolina 7-5, 5-2, and 3-1. The 3-1 game, I think, was like March 29th. The 5-2 game was March 24th. And the 7-5 game, I think, was in January. But
Well,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm Pearlo. I mean, are there props that you like?
What, for the series,
No, for
for
the
the
game.
game.
for the game? Yeah, it's a little. I don't know about this game, but I'm going to be looking at under shots for Montreal players. This one
Okay.
maybe not so much, but eventually I will. I'm I know I'm on an island here, but I still say this Montreal team is smoke and mirrors.
I didn't say you were on an island.
No, I am to a lot of people. I think this Montreal team is smoke and mirrors.
No, I
Actually, you
think
kind
people
of
say they
agreed
want to
with me.
leave you on an island. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you're on an
I
island
think
just
this Montreal
naturally.
team is smoke and mirrors, and I got to see it. This Carolina, I think if Ottawa played this Montreal team first round, it goes 6, maybe even 7.
Yeah, but
And
I mean, but I don't. I hear what you're saying, but each each team presents a different. They're just the matchups are different.
yeah, I
I
know.
mean,
I think the matchups are even worse here for Montreal. I think this is a terrible matchup for Montreal. Absolutely
yeah,
terrible. You
I,
got you got Hull, Stankoven, and Blake. That's every
yeah,
bit as good a line as the one line that made them trouble in Buffalo. That Doan line. And
yeah.
the Martinook, Stahl, and Ehlers line is close to what gave them trouble in Tampa Bay. So they got the best lines from both series are basically the same. And then you throw Aho, Jarvis, and I and better defense. They got them on goaltending if they can get enough shots on Anderson. And I just don't see it happening. Like I think this
Yeah,
could
but the
be
other thing that
really disappointing for Montreal.
Caroline hasn't faced a team with difference makers, and that's where they struggle.
Tampa Bay, Montreal won against Tampa Bay without their difference makers because they were shut down.
I understand. But every series presents it's totally different. That's why
Yeah,
I said, I think we agreed that I don't care about goals above expected. It's everything's from series to series.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
think this series, Montreal is in a bad is it's going to be if they win, I'll bow down to St. Louis for doing whatever he did to get it to win. I
No,
will, but I
I
can't
understand
like
what you.
even if they come close. Honestly, I think it goes 5 games. Maybe Montreal wins one. And
Yeah.
But I might have pie on my face again, and this Montreal team's going to make me look silly again. That's it. It's the team that I've won money in the playoffs pretty good, but Montreal has definitely been my bugaboo.
I
But
love
we'll
pop.
see.
Hello, lady. Thank you for tuning in. That's a lady over on her Twitch account 'cause I'm streaming on Twitch. But yeah, what do you guys think about the total in this one? Like, I get what you're saying, Perlo. Like, even in that, Tampa Bay series, they shut down Caulfield. So I don't know what his what is it, 2.5 it's been lately because he hasn't been even covering 3. He did come alive in that last series, but I could see Carolina wanting just to focus on that line or even him and Slavkowski. But as far as the total for me, I don't like it at a 6. I could see this being like a 4-1 game. But I don't know. Dovish has been playing with great too. Like I would be interested in the under in this one. You should have a slow start for Carolina, coming off the rust. But I'm just more afraid of Carolina being up by a goal and then having to fear some empty netters. You guys have any takes or feel on the total?
Um, I may have something here. You guys keep talking.
I would lean to the under, but I like I said, I already played Montreal team total under. Not as much as I will after this game, but a little bit. So I
Um,
lean to the under, but I'm not sure I want to play it. I don't want to do no goals first five or whatever because you do have the rust. Montreal, like I'm Montreal, yeah, like I don't really like that too much. So I'm probably not going to look at too much at the total in this game. If there is an over, this might be the game that it hits. But
all
Also,
right, here we go. I just got my play.
one interesting thing to note too is Montreal's won all 3 games this year.
yeah, I mean
Yeah, I
that
said that.
they didn't have Slavin and they didn't have Miller for two of those games. They
Yeah.
outplayed him still all the crap, and Dobish went off his head, and Anderson was regular season Anderson, so I don't really pay much attention to that. And the third game was like at the end of the season, nobody cared.
Yeah, it was late at the end of the season. All right, JD, give us the sauce, man.
Okay, here we go. Two. This is the Ian Duncan special coming up here. Um, Carolina plus 2.5, Montreal plus 2.5, under 6.5 at plus 137. Or instead of under 6.5, you can do under 7.5 minus 109.
I would rather jump on the minus 109 myself.
Yep.
I love it at 7. Um,
Yep.
I mean, if you look back on their last 10 games, only 2 games have reached 7 or more goals. So, 8 of the last 10 have been 6 or less.
Yep.
I think that's a great play.
I think that's what I'm gonna. That's my play.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
So what was it again?
Montreal plus 2.5, Carolina plus 2.5, under 7.5, minus
Oh,
109.
okay. Minus 109. Okay.
So as
That's
long
the
as
Ian
there's not a
Duncan
3
Game
goal,
7 special.
I mean, yeah, that's very likely to happen for
as
sure.
long as there's not a 3-goal victory,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you're
as
I
long
golden.
as
mean,
It
Carolina
should stay
doesn't
tight.
or
I
Montreal
agree.
doesn't.
It should stay tight.
look, I'm just trying to find a way to. I don't have to play either side, and I mean, I just, I don't know. I'm good with it. Let's put it that way. I'm good with it. I'm thinking that, yeah, I'm good with it. I think the value is good. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
One thing I will look at, maybe. Just thought of it now.
You know, and then maybe I may look at some block shot props to maybe like tie in with you were talking about Stankoven, for instance. May throw something in there.
What's funny is I wanted to look at player props to take under on Montreal. They got the
Yeah.
damn whole team set at 1.5.
Oh,
Like, how do you
yeah.
take how do you take
Right.
unders on 1.5? I mean,
Right.
maybe you take it's probably a page from Pearlo's book, but taking like Anderson under saves in
I
periods,
was just looking at that 21 and a half. Or
but just by period, like if you see the first
you can't.
period,
I don't
oh, you
think
can only
anything
take
gives
the
you under
over. You
safe.
can only take the overs. That's
Yeah,
right. That's bullshit.
if they could do that, I would definitely be betting that.
Yeah,
But
then they would give
no
us an
place
edge, so
gives
they
it.
won't do it.
Yeah, no place gives it to you. I'm considering that under 21 and a half, but maybe I'll save it for the next game. But uh, yeah, I mean, this is the one game I'm a little bit funky on. I have seen Carolina come like in certain spots get a little loose, and then things start falling apart on them a little bit. So, and this could be something where that happens, I guess. But
Yeah.
I think it's pretty tough to play 2 sevens, 2 7 game series like that. How many days off did they have in between in those two? Like
Two.
two each,
Two.
two
Yeah.
last time and two this time in a 7 game series against two tough teams like Tampa and Buffalo. Jeez. And you got a team that's fully okay, a little bit of rust, but my gosh, what about tired as fucking hell? Canadians, like, my gosh, man, that was all that. That's a shit ton of hockey to play in a pretty
And
short
Yeah.
time.
one thing to note too is, and it's more incredible for Montreal than it is Hurricanes. Like when you look down the injury report, like both teams are pretty damn healthy. Like they don't really have.
Yep.
I mean, they may have some underlying injuries, but as far as the
Right.
report, like Montreal
Yeah.
is
No
about
one's
as good as they can
right.
be, and
No
Carolina
one's
same
missing
thing.
anybody.
Yeah.
They're
So
healthy. They're
I
healthy.
mean, but like
That's
you're to your
Montreal has
point,
stayed
they're
healthy.
tired and beat up. They're not injured, but they got to be tired and beat up, and
Slavkovsky
then you
looked
got
like
the
he was
rust on the other end.
wavering. Slavkovsky undershots. He looked like he was wavering a bit there in the Buffalo series the last 2 games.
Okay. So how about
Slavkovsky
this
did.
one? I'm going to throw one more out because then I got to go. Stankoven for 2, Newhook for 2, Matheson for 2 blocks. Plus 150.
I like the Matheson for 2 blocks.
I was
And
gonna
I like
say,
Stanko. I just don't want to take Montreal players for shots.
Okay.
I think Newhook. I don't think Newhook's going to be able to do what he did against Buffalo against Carolina.
I would sprinkle in
You got to
Jarvis.
remember that
Jarvis been
how
solid
much
for
video
2.
time that they had with this Montreal team too. Like they
Wait,
have video like crazy on this team, and
Pearlo.
Montreal hasn't had
Pearlo.
time to do it.
Everybody's got video. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but you're in a 7 game series. You're not saying, "Okay, boys, great game. Now let's watch Carolina video." Like they are specifically watching what Montreal has been doing in this whole series, and they've had time to
Well,
spend 2
th-
hours having
th-
lunch and watching. Like, look what happened here with Buffalo. See how Buffalo did this. See all of those
well,
sort of things like that. So I
yeah,
think
Colorado
that's
better fire their video coordinator then.
yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. That well, they both had time. They both had time.
Okay, well, it didn't work for Colorado. What was the parlay that Dre that you were throwing out?
Oh, I was just saying I like Jarvis for 2 more
Ooh,
so than Newhook. If you wanted to put him
okay.
in there, he's got playoff wise, he's been pretty consistent at 2.
Yeah,
He has missed a few games, but if you look at the head to head, he's only missed 1 in all of the games.
yeah, but
Once for
I
2.
need a third person because you can't like it's minus 270 if you parlay
Oh,
Jarvis and Stankoven.
I thought you had Jarvis,
Oh,
Stankoven, and
you still go with you like the Matheson blocks.
yes.
Okay.
I like
I
them.
was just
Yeah.
asking to switch out the Newhook. That's all I wanted.
Okay.
I'm
That's still minus 130
ah.
because Jarvis is insane. Jarvis is like minus 500.
Well, Jarvis at home, he's covered 4 of the last 5 versus Montreal for at
Yeah,
3.
well, obviously, yeah, he's minus 550 for 2 shots.
Oh yeah, and take him for 3.
Okay.
He's had back-to-back games versus Montreal with 5.
Wait, now they're saying, wait, what the hell? What can't be parlay? Oh, okay. So plus 126.
I like that. I don't know if Keandre Miller has something against Montreal, but he's had 3 straight games with 3+ shots on goal versus them, and he's covered in 5
He's
straight.
also got lots of points against them.
Yeah, I mean he's got 6 assists in this series, no goals, and I think Benji liked Keandre Miller plus 140 for a point. Yeah, I like that. He's had a point in 6 of the last 7. And according to Propstat Cash, it's plus 146. But let me.
It is plus 155 at Bally Bet. Is the
Oh,
best.
yeah, that's Ballybet and Bet Rivers.
Yeah. All
I
right,
like that.
gentlemen. I I have to run,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
go study my Canadians video, so I know what you're doing.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
All
Well,
the
right.
we'll
one that I just
catch you
did. Did
tomorrow.
you watch it? Did you
Wait,
watch
what's
that
that?
Canadians? Did you watch the Canadian video that I just did or live? You didn't watch that?
No.
You wouldn't have had
When did you
time.
do
I did
that?
a Canadians video today. I was talking about Canadians
Oh,
today.
you didn't have your buddy Rod, did you? Or Ron?
No, it was just by myself.
Good.
Just
All
did a
right.
quick one by myself. Nobody watches
All right.
them, but I enjoy doing them anyways.
All right,
All
bud.
right. We'll
Have a
catch
good
you
one. Hey,
tomorrow.
I'm hosting
Or,
tomorrow
oh,
on
that's right.
NHL Network Radio, so
You won't be on
um,
tomorrow.
No.
catch up with you maybe Friday.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh no, not
Excellent.
Friday. Saturday morning, right? Or
Yeah.
are we doing
Saturday
Friday?
morning. Yeah.
I
Saturday
do
morning.
Friday night, Saturday morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be out Friday night.
This
All right,
Saturday
Saturday
morning, I'll
morning.
be on both.
All
Okay.
right. Have a
Take
good
care.
evening.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We'll see you.
Thanks for coming on,
Hey,
man.
thanks for having me. Always good to be had.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Just talked on his way out.
Well,
I
he's
gotta
still
disconnect somehow. You know,
here.
it's
I got you.
We're still there.
Yeah, he was still there,
Jesus,
but
it's
I
gonna.
threw him out. I got it for him.
Oh, it's just gonna talk shit about him too. I would have gotten big trouble.
Let me get these things cleaned up.
I'll take a look, Gramps. Sometimes I talk to my. Yeah, I was just talking about what I was talking about. I said I was just showing why I think Montreal is smoke and mirrors. You look at that lineup, like how the fuck are they doing that? Unbelievable. Yeah, like Newhook's a third liner. Yeah, he's got great offensive. He has good offensive ability, but the way he changed that up and got the most of that lineup is just mind-boggling, man. I just can't see him getting away with it here with Carolina. I can't see it. If he does, I'll be just fucking blown away. Blown away. I can see it against Buffalo. Like Grant said, I think I'm going to kick myself for not taking under shots for players tomorrow if I don't take it.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like all the players are set at 1.5, so it's like who do you
Oh, are they?
target?
I
Yeah,
haven't even looked at it yet. Oh,
yeah.
that's why. Yeah.
They set all the players at 1.5, so it's
Oh
like
shit.
how do you
Yeah,
take?
that's tough. Let's take a look at it. I'll see what I can do. I'll set it 1.5.
I mean, you might be able to find value at over 1.5 on some players, because the lines are so low. But I mean, Lane.
Slavkovsky under 2.5 is -145 on DK, and I think he's hurting. So I don't mind that. If they DK doesn't let you parlay unders though, bastards.
No.
I think Bet365 does though, and Bet Rivers does. Suzuki under 2.5 is juiced.
I really thought about taking. I I feel like if anybody is going to be involved in a scoring something for Montreal, like you can catch Lane Hudson's assist at even money. Like he's had an assist in 3 of the last 4 games versus Carolina. I mean, I don't expect for them to score a lot, but if anybody's going to have an assist in this game, it's going to be Lane Hudson. I mean, he's had an assist in 6 straight.
Oh, Caulfield under 2.5 is +110.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I like that because he was being shut down in the series before, so
Yeah,
you would think that they're going to focus on him here. But I kind of want to
yeah.
see the opening period to see how they play against him before I really want to bet on Caulfield.
That's why I'm not going to go too heavy on the first game, and then after that, I'll probably be betting a lot more.
Yeah.
I got to get it out of my head. Like I have a tendency to um, hate. I hate losing a bet, but I almost hate leaving money on the table more. Like like something that I really wanted to bet and I didn't, and I got to change that. I like Terry Edelman on that. He seems to have no problem. Didn't bet it. Oh well, a bet not played is a da, da, da. It's just like that. I want to be more like
Yeah, I
that.
mean I mean, to be honest, like, most of the time, if I avoid a lot of plays, it's a wash because the ones I would have won, there was also probably one that I would have lost. So and that's why sometimes I get really high in volume and sometimes I back off. So, I know you're a big volume, player, but, I know
I've
more
cut it
so for
back a
your
little bit though. I've cut, but I
I think it's
mean,
more so because you're giving plays out, right? It's like because I know you personally still
I am,
bet
yeah,
your
my
bets, but
personally am a high volume better. I used to put them all out on Twitter, but I don't put all those out because nobody's going to play all that shit. So, and I've got to get too many naps into to put all the winning plays and losing plays for every bet that I did. Forget that. I'm going to be down to like 12 naps a day, and that's just not going to cover it. Um, then I won't be doing this anymore because I won't have my full 42 to give, and then everything goes to shit. So can't. Where I'm looking for if I can parlay shots on goal. Can you parlay shots on goal over under? No, you can't. On Bet365. I know you can do it somewhere. Player shots on goal. Yes, you can. Yes, you
for what, the
can.
under?
Yeah.
You can bet it on DK. You can't go to the section where it's shots on goal. You gotta go to the section where it says shots and then it says the O/U, which is lower down on the shots
Yeah, but they won't
category.
let you parlay under shots
Oh.
together.
And
Here they
FanDuel
can.
doesn't offer any unders, or
No.
probably because all of their lines are in 60-minute increments, 60 minutes.
Yeah.
So, still haven't got the stat correction on McKinnon, which is wild.
It's not happening, dude. It's not happening. They if I'd like to see their laser. You should be able to find a way to see how their laser shows the puck or something like that.
That laser. Fucking Dr. Evil
Yeah.
laser.
Okay, so under Slavkovsky under. I really like that. It's minus 145. Wonder if you do Slavkovsky under and just Carolina money line.
So
Slavkovsky under 2.5 shots and Carolina money line is plus 140.
so it says
I can
shot on
play that,
goal
but I can't post it.
says shot on goal missed by Nathan McKinnon. Stoppage, goalie stopped after shot on goal. Like, how is it a shot, not a shot on goal, but there was the stoppage by the goalie after the shot on goal?
They figured that somehow that angle, the goalie stopped it, but if it was
I gotta
going
go back and
wide,
rewatch
they
that.
stopped
There is no fucking way.
it. Yeah, I already bet Rich in Van City said Habs team total under is minus 120. Yeah, I got that. I already bet that already. I only put one on it. I'm just keeping the bets light on this one.
I see this going a lot of the ways that the Tampa Bay series went, like a lot of unders, a lot of close games. It's just Carolina's a different pedigree than Tampa Bay, and I would be more scared of Carolina taking the totals over themselves more so than uh I think if Montreal wins, it's probably going to be a 2-1 game, and if Carolina wins, it could be a 5-1 game. It just really depends in my opinion. So, I
The only thing I'm worried about is St. Louis bullshit. He's just so he's been doing such amazing job at just he does things like he I don't even know what system they play. I can't even figure it out a lot of ways. He just changes things and they just roll with like he says, take what the game gives you. And he has them playing with uber confidence. They're great energy, but on the other side of things, if Carolina's playing, Carolina can squash all that shit. If they're playing on top of their game, I don't think Montreal's got a better any more of an advantage than Ottawa did. On well, certainly not on paper, but still they had a better like Suzuki's better than Stutzla for sure, but their depth was Ottawa's depth was better. I just think if Carolina's on point, and I figure they probably are, it's this could be unfortunately for Montreal Canadiens fans ugly, but I don't know. I just St. Louis got in my head.
to be honest, like I know we were talking about that like plus 2.5, both sides, under 7.5. Like I do like that. I would be more afraid of Carolina winning like, 4-1, something like that. But I think
Yeah,
if I was gonna up that, I don't know what the odds would be at like Carolina money line and under 6.5, or Carolina money line and under 7.5.
yeah, that's actually not a bad idea too. It's
I
only
would rather
minus
just
200.
do that than playing the 2.5
Yeah,
on both sides, or maybe you split it. Take half of your bet at the minus 109, and then take the other half at because I think if Montreal wins, they ain't winning by more than two, and unless it gets to there on empty netters. But it could also turn into a runaway game, and that 7.5 could go patoots. But like I said, 8 of the last 10 games have had 6 or less goals. So like I'd be interested in playing the under 6.5. Just
I
is
think
there any
Benji's
six and
got
a
a
half?
pretty good look there. You could play more than one player for more than one Carolina player for most shots in the game.
Oh yeah.
Stankoven's plus 1100. So you could
Yes, you
take
pick a couple.
Stankoven, you could take a couple for most shots of the game and just play. I'm going to do that. Thanks,
Yeah, I
Benji.
would I would take
That's your
him, and
payment.
I would
He's
take
paying me
Snatch.
back for the. He's paying me back for the Carter Hart over saves that I gave him.
Yeah, I would take him at Snevechnikov, or probably the two that, because I mean, if you look at Svech's numbers at the beginning of that Ottawa series, he started off the first two games with 6 and 7 shots, and they just kind of died out and really hasn't done much. So Aho, on the other hand, too, he's got lots of shots on goal versus Montreal. Let me see. where that is.
Rich in Van City says Freddie on rest. I know. Yeah. I mean, that's why I think like maybe the best thing is just either bet Montreal to score the first goal or wait for them to score a goal and then bet Carolina like live. Most of this would probably be a really good live betting stuff.
Yeah, Ehlers has got 5 assists in the last 7 games versus Montreal. He's at plus 162. Like, that's just absurd odds for him. Aho.
Was it Slavy? He Benji is saying you can get under shots on FanDuel.
Yeah, you
Where do you,
can, but they're in the you should be able to get them in the regular.
He said you can parlay them. Under shots in Carolina team total over 1.5. Slavkovsky under shots and team total over 1.5 for Carolina. But
Yeah,
you could might as well just take Carolina money line then, right? Like,
yeah, you can parlay them.
Svetch is plus 750 on Fanatics and plus 1100 for Stankoven. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you know what?
Cal.
It
I
will
would have.
not let you it will not let you parlay them.
It will not.
Mm-mm. You can
Cal
select them all,
Sol.
but it won't give you a line on the parlay. It just gives you 3 individual bets.
Cal Sol. I would have definitely leaned that they were trying man on man there, and that makes sense for St. Louis. That they're playing. That's what their intention is, but I don't. It's sort of like Anaheim plays man on man with Quinville, but you never know it to watch it. I just don't think they're doing it very well. I guess is the best way to say, because they end up falling, and it's hybrid. Like he's a hybrid coach for sure, very hybrid coach, intensely hybrid. So sometimes they slip into zone and all of that, and I mean, I think I think St. Louis, when it's all said and done, is going to revolutionize coaching. He's going to take all of this man on man and stuff, and he's going to take it to new levels of how to coach in certain situations.
If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you guys like this channel or like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn those notifications on so you can get the notifications when we go live. We go live on this channel every Wednesday and Thursday, roughly 10:30 p.m. Eastern. We go, and also Saturdays and Sundays, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and every other day of the week, or every day outside of those days of the week, we are on Pearlo's channel. Same
Yeah,
time over at Pearlo Wisdom on YouTube. But thank you all, 51 of you guys, for tuning in across all
yeah.
4
I'm starting
platforms.
to get people show up and watch this shit every once in a while. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, doing I
Um.
think it also helps if I promote earlier in the day and put a
Oh
post
yeah.
out, so at least people are kind of
What
aware.
I
But
So he's saying you can, for some reason Benji's saying you can parlay under shots and team total over on FanDuel.
maybe in
And
his state,
you're saying you can't.
it could be
It could be
state to state.
state, really?
State to state, it differentiates. Yeah, like for me, I don't get any college props. I can only bet on money line and game totals. I can't even bet on team totals in college, because every state is regulated differently for certain bets.
Seriously.
Hmm.
Really? Let's see if I can do it. So is that in same game parlay you got that or
No,
Pop
you.
Over?
Well, I went over to. I went to the game and then I scrolled over to shots, and then I scrolled all the way down to where it says 60-minute player over unders, and I just selected two different.
No, but he's saying you can go team total over 1.5, parlayed with undershots.
Oh wait, it's letting me now. It wasn't doing it a few minutes ago. It's letting me
Mm.
now. Yeah, you can do it. I don't know why it didn't do it the first time for me. But yeah, you can do it on FanDuel.
Jobish over 9.5 saves first period is minus 125. You're probably never going to get that again, but it's just that how the whole rust bullshit.
Yeah.
I still think it's good. I still think because usually if Carolina's coming off of like bad spots or something like that, they don't fuck around with the puck. They just shoot to get their motor going over and over again, and they hit a lot. That's usually what they do. So the first period will probably be good too. I'm going to probably play that too.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, so Carolina was off for about a week between the Ottawa and the Philadelphia series.
Yeah.
And when they came out and played Philadelphia, they only had 23 shots on goal in that first game, but Philadelphia shut down game was a lot better in the playoffs. And leading up to the playoffs, Philadelphia was shutting down teams on the defensive end. They weren't winning games, or at least, towards the end, but they were
Yeah.
shutting teams down. And then after that game, they went 42, 31, and 40. So
Mhm.
for shots on goal. But
So they had, I can't, what was the score of that game?
3-0 Philly. I mean
Yeah,
3-0 Carolina. Shut them out.
that's right. That's what happened is they shut it down.
Yeah, they shut
They
them out,
shut it
or
down in the second period. Yeah.
got up early and shut them
Once they
down.
got up, they just shut it down. I don't know. The question is, are they doing that against Montreal here? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Montreal had pretty was like 11th in the league for shots, I think. Philadelphia was second last.
The thing I keep getting coming back to is Montreal has grinded out all 14 of these games. Like, I know they've
Yeah,
been playing, and I know that they should have their legs because, they've been playing and Carolina has been
I think
sitting.
they could be just
But
fucking tired, dude.
but I think, yeah, I think eventually they're gonna get tired, and then you also have Dobish that's played every game. I know Anderson's played every game, but he hasn't seen a fucking third of the pucks that Dobish has
No,
seen. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, yeah. I think they've been running on killer energy, but I mean, they're only human.
yeah, I'm like, how
Two
long can
seven
they
game
keep this up?
series, and you've had to grind the fuck out of those series. It's like it hasn't been like you've blown anybody away, Like I think at the Tampa Bay game, they looked tired in the seven, and then they looked tired against Buffalo. I honestly think Buffalo lost that series more than Montreal won it. And if you switch goaltenders, Buffalo wins that series all day long. Not even because I think Buffalo maybe is the better team, just because, yeah, well, on paper they kind of were. I don't know. Yeah, I just 2 7 game series with only 2 games in between on both. So that's how many games? 14 games in 18 nights. That's fucking a lot of games, man. No, because no, that's not true. There's a game off in between each one. So 14
Yeah,
games in
like 29 days
14
or
games in
20,
28.
28
Yeah,
days. Yeah.
30, 28 days. 14 games in 28, add 4. Just 1 second. I got to answer this.
Yep. I'll mute you. Oh, he muted himself. He is good. So yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. I think when Perlo comes back, we'll probably do a quick clip of this shit and get out of here. Been streaming for just about an hour. We will be back tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, same place, same channel, covering game 2 of the Colorado Avalanche and the Vegas Golden Knights. It's been pretty interesting first game there. Wait, what happened here? I had my camera zoomed up a little more. Here we go. Let me raise it a little bit too. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see how Carolina or Colorado bounces back. You could definitely tell McCarr is a huge piece of the offense and the defense, and definitely the power play. So Colorado made it interesting there late. As far as this series that we're talking about in this game that I'm talking about, I may get to the under 6.5. Um, the interesting thing is there are only a few sixes out there. Everything else is 5.5, and it's juiced to the over. But I think if you can catch under 6, I kind of like that. Minus 115. I do like. That's the only thing though is like if Carolina comes out flat. I know Pearlo just said the over 9.5 first saves in the first period for Dobish. I could see them getting 10 in the first period. Let me see how many shots on goal did they have in that first period? I mean, Carolina had 12 in the first period against. I know Philadelphia's. Philly's a totally different team, but they did have 12 shots on goal in that first game versus Philadelphia, in the first game versus Ottawa in that 2-0 win. They had only 7 shots on goal in the first period. So one thing that I did notice, just looking back at these two games, is both game ones of the playoffs for Carolina have been shutouts. So take that for what it's worth. I don't know what the odds are on a shutout for Anderson, but you know what? Let me. Well, Carolina did win. Montreal did win every game this year versus Carolina. I know that they were missing a few pieces, but let me just see what uh, Anderson's numbers are versus Montreal. Should be able to give us some type of context of how he's fared against them. All right, so Frederik Anderson, he is 6-4 in his last 10 games versus Montreal. He's got a 2.09 goals allowed and a 912 save percentage. So, and in the victories against Carolina, he allowed 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, shutout, 1 goal, and 3 goals. So if you like Carolina to win in 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5 of the last 6 games of Carolina's wins against Montreal, they've been held to 1 or less goals. So, but he has allowed 7 goals in the last 2 games versus Montreal. So, I was just saying, I went back and looked at the last 6 victories Carolina had against Montreal, and 5 of those were 1 goal or less allowed by Frederik Anderson. So,
Yeah, and Anderson in the playoffs has been a different animal this year. So he's played really well this year. So to try to say okay today or this game or this series he's going to fall is you're now trying to catch a falling knife because
and
he's just good.
4 straight games, they've only allowed 18 shots against Henderson. I know you said his under was what, 21.5 or 20.5
Yeah,
for
what
his
did you say?
saves.
How many? Yeah,
He's had 18, 18, 15, and 18 shots
Yeah.
allowed. So that
Yeah.
means he only had. Well, actually, you know what? Let me go back. Let me just look at it on PropStat Cash. It'll show me exactly what we're looking at. I was looking over on the other site I use. So yeah, Frederick Anderson is at 20 and a half, minus 132 the over, minus, and then even money 100 on the under. And in his last 6 games versus Montreal, he has had 13 saves, 24 saves, 14 saves, 14 saves, 14 saves, 15 saves. So 5 of the last 6, he's went under that 20 and a half at least by 5 shots.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll
I
see how they
might
come
play
out.
that for a little bit. I might play all of those, like all of these things for a little bit, and then lift it up on. But the thing is, the next game it might be more juiced, especially if they really shut them down. It's just this is the one game where maybe that doesn't happen. That's the only thing. That somebody's saying about the first player to get past the cup for Carolina, and he was saying Anderson. I mean, you probably get a really good price on that, and I could see it because he's gone through a lot and stuff. And who else would it be? The only thing I could see them doing if it's not okay,
You know, one thing
Slavin
else to
maybe.
note is Carolina has not allowed more than 2 goals in this playoff run. And they're 8-0. It's been 2 or less goals in every game.
Right.
So 2-1,
And the people
2-0,
that are
2-1,
going against
2-0.
right, and people are going against this trend simply because they're playing Montreal instead of Ottawa or Philly. And I can understand with Philly, but I don't really get it with Ottawa. Ottawa was good too.
Alrighty. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's the one
Then
thing I could see is Carolina taking penalties more because their legs aren't moving like normal or something tomorrow. That would
they're
be,
skating
but
by them. But, I mean, the way Carolina plays, like, they're never late to the puck. They're never late to play defense. Like, if anything, they're going to come out flat on the offensive side. I don't think they're going to come out flat on the defensive side.
no,
If
no.
anything, maybe it trends to the under first period. Maybe that's what we play. We play the under first 1.5 because I I think it could trend under. Like, I like the under 6. I and I know you like the Montreal under 2.5.
Actually, what I like is the under second period. Once things get settled, the Carolina is a big under second period team. I might play that under
But how do you
second
think?
period.
I know you keep talking about San Luis and him being a master of
He
play. Like,
is, but
what if he goes into that first period with a game plan to come out in the second?
yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. That guy hurts my head. He's really fucked me up because they shouldn't have beat Tampa Bay. Sorry, they shouldn't have. No fucking way. Tampa Bay outplayed them a lot in that
I will
game.
give him that. I mean, they won games on like less than 10 shots on goal, right? Or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And they were outshot most of the time. But he just changed things up all the time, and he changed the whole fucking. I just can't see him doing it against Carolina. I'm just gonna keep on what I know. I'm not gonna let him get in my head. Fuck that. Shots. You're taking shots on goal first period. Dobish stole game 7. Yeah, Dobish can do that. So
Hmm.
Dobish can steal,
He stole
steal
a
at
lot of
least one.
games in that fucking. I mean, there's a few series of those.
A
But
few
thank you
games,
guys,
yeah.
all 41 of you guys, for tuning in. I think we'll do a quick. You want to do a quick clip this shit? I know we kind of
Sure, if
just.
I can remember everything. I didn't write anything down, but let's do it. I guess.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I only got 2 official plays right now. I may get to a couple others that I'm um, leaning towards, but also this, I guess that's a good thing to kind of tell you guys to get on the Discord if you're not in the Discord to get all my official plays, even though I only got 2 right now. I will probably get to another. I will have a parlay for sure. I lost the parlay today on a Malinsky shot, and that McKinnon, he should have had 4, but those are the only 2 legs that missed by 1. I also got the my free winnable up and running and posted all of my plays there on the free side. So if you want to just, if you're not a Discord person or don't have a Discord and just want to get all of my free plays via text message or email, you can sign up for my free winnable page over on Winnable. Because next season I'll probably start charging again. And Perlo, tell me where they can find you over on Winnable as well.
I have a winnable as well. Yeah. I do have a free plan, but actually my free plays have been just garbage. I feel like I'm not really giving anybody a vote of confidence. I haven't been hitting worth shit on free plays. But you will get free plays there. I also you can talk to me on Discord there. I'll talk to you on Discord on the free plays as well. You can get full calendar years, like if you started right now, including Swag's freaking 18 3-1 MLB plays for $150. If you use promo code Hymes12, Hymes12, $150 for a calendar year. That's like just like $10 a month, like nothing. And you already would have made your money just with the MLB picks and my playoff picks as well. I got a premium play. We got a premium play on there as well. You can also take monthly or daily or whatever. Just go to Pearlo's NHL POW on Twitter. If you haven't followed me there, follow me there, or whatever you want to call it. And you can just go up to the top of my profile, and it's pinned up there, and you can purchase it to get part of the Hymes Body Lube Fund for all the lands in the world. We're stopping wars in Iran right now in the Pearlo copters. I finally got hired a new Perlocopter to take over for Hernandez driver. His name is Larry, and he's a retired vet. So I got him doing that. He's a pretty good Perlocopter driver too, I have to say. So he's doing now. I got him going now, and we got about 4 other ones. Key lime is the flavor right now, including pistachio. But people are loving key lime. So Heine's Body Lube, it's the best there. I said I've never felt this way before. Give to the Chafety Fund, my friends. Grab that $150 package. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep. All right. So going back to the series, like I said, I probably don't have any series bets in this one. I would think if I was taking a series bet, I would probably take Carolina to win game 1 and Carolina to win the series. You know,
hey, that's not bad.
I think I might take that. I think I like that better than the series going over 5.5. I think there
What's the
could be a
price
good
on that?
chance that could be a gentleman's sweep. But and then as far as the game, one of my official plays is Carolina money line and Stankoven 2+ shots. And I also like Dobish over 28.5 saves at -120. And then I may get to a player prop or 2 on the point side. Maybe somebody from that Stankoven line, or maybe even Keandre Miller. I also like Keandre Miller's shots. So maybe I get to that as well. But that's what I said. Click that link and get over in the Legacy Sports Discord, and I'll probably drop my plays tonight, sometime tonight. or first thing early tomorrow morning. And I'll also post them on the Winnable. I don't have the Winnable tied to the Discord yet, so I'm posting in the Winnable and I'm posting on the Discord. So text message, email, Discord, Winnable, Discord notifications in the Discord. Perlo, how do you like this
And I
series
got the
and the game?
Canadians team total under in this game. I also like that. I don't know who I'm going to pick, but most shots in the game at plus 1100 for Stankoven and the Svetch plus 750. I like that play. I got Dobish over saves as well. And I think I'm going to take that Anderson under saves as well, because if Montreal does win this game, they're probably going to be winning it like they've been winning it on just low volume, high shot percentage type thing, and they'll get that anyways, which will cover my bets, I guess. Series, I'm gonna. What do you? Did you already look at the price on Carolina first game and to win the series?
I did not, but I can get you that real quick.
But anyways, I like that one. I'm gonna take that. And I didn't look it up. I think at last I looked that NHL West playoffs. No, not West playoffs. East
It's
playoffs.
minus 130.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Total games. No. Maybe what's Carolina?
I guess Rico
Oh,
hasn't
there
met
it's.
Larry yet.
I'm gonna take a little smidge of the sweep at plus 700 and Carolina 4-1. And what's the not alternative spread? What's the regular spread? Series spread minus 122. I'm going to do that. Minus 122. Carolina Carolina sweep. Carolina 5, and put more on the minus 122 for the spread. That's what I've been doing for all the series, and I'm big on the series doing that. So, except for the Buffalo series.
I do like that minus 122 on the series spread because I expect this to finish in 6. And if it finishes in 6 for Carolina, it is 4-2. So you'll get that series spread at
So that's
minus
why I like
122.
taking the sweep and the 5, because you got a really good price on both of those. And if you miss both of those, I put more on the spread, so it covers those bets easy. Like put a quarter 1 or 1-1-3 or whatever you want to do on that. So that's how I like to do it. And then if it does go 5 and it does get a sweep, then you're really doing good, because you also got the minus 1.5 too, so it gives you that extra boost. So yeah, I like that. And Slavkovsky under shots at minus 145. If I can, did we establish? Yeah. So Slavkovsky under shots in Carolina over 1.5, team total over 1.5. I like that. That was a good play.
Yeah, I do like that. I was trying to see. I mean, I do like your under 2.5 goals allowed for Carolina. Looking back in the previous game ones, in both of the, I know it was only Ottawa and Philly, but they shut out the teams in both of those game ones. So maybe to keep the trend up and shut out Montreal in game 1. Fredick Anderson to record a shutout is plus 800. So that's
Oh,
something
in the
that.
series, one time in the series.
No, game 1.
Oh, I was gonna say
Game 1. But they have
how.
shut out every team in the game 1 leading up to this series. So shut out Ottawa in game 1 2-0. Shut out Philadelphia in game 1 3-0. I know they're two totally different teams. versus compared to Montreal. Montreal's playing
Yeah.
great, but you would think if you like his under attempts, I mean under saves, Frederick Anderson at under 20, and he's only had no more than 14 or 15 in the last 4 out of the last 5 games.
Yeah, I forgot about mention that. Yeah, I like
You're
that Anderson.
you only got to sweat out 15 shots for an under for a shutout. If you think it's going to be that amount, you know. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
see. But yeah, that's Perlo's full 42.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure is.
but
Give it all to you, though. Every bit of it. Pull my 14 naps day just so I can grind it out here on the show every day for you. Just grinding it out. Right? Right.
yep. But thank you guys all for tuning in. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, right back on this channel. You can find me over on X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, streaming on all platforms every Wednesday and Thursday, and Saturday and Sunday morning. Yeah, and we'll be talking about
Mhm.
Carolina, Vegas tomorrow, game 2. Got anything
You
else,
mean
Perlo?
Colorado, Vegas? You said
Yes.
Carolina. Yeah, just like I said Florida. No, that's good. Thanks, everybody. Talk
All
to you
right.
later. Oh, yeah. Pilates, hit the like button.
Yeah.
That
Make sure
stuff.
you guys make sure you guys.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and come over to my channel and subscribe too. I've been lonely. I don't think I've had a single subscriber in like 3 days, and that hurts me on my insides a little bit because every Dre's he's going up like 30, 40 every day.
I
Everybody
wish.
loves the Dre, right? Everybody loves the Dre, right? Right? Just show me a tad, just a
Little
tad.
tappy. Tap tap Peru.
Show me a tad bit of love. That's how that was my pickup line to my wife. Show me a tad. Bye, everyone.
All right. We'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys have a great evening. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Peace.